This is ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. A man drank 3 bottles of vodka and jumped out a 5-story window twice. Thankfully, he was relatively unharmed. A Russian man named Alexei Roskov was extremely drunk and irrational after drinking 3 bottles of vodka. He was drinking in his apartment on the 5th story. Boy, he could have used a superhero. Let's see, did he survive this jumping out of a 5-story building? Maybe he thought he was a superhero. Okay, so he was drinking in his apartment on the 5th story. Only his wife was present. Like many drunks, he had delusions of grandeur and was ready to do something daring. He chose to jump out his kitchen window, falling down 5 stories. Fortunately for Roskov, alcohol causes numbness in the central nervous system, which causes the muscles to relax. Since Roskov's muscles are relaxed, he didn't tense in anticipation of hitting the ground. This spared him from suffering any breaks in his limbs. Largely uninjured, Roskov walked back to his apartment. His wife had called for an ambulance and was scolding Roskov for his stupidity. Instead of listening to her lecture, Roskov jumped out the window again and once again survived with only a few scrapes and bruises. Wow, this guy is a superhero for sure. Crazy superhero, but anyway, he jumped out of a 5-story building twice with no damage. Mr. Roskov Alexei in Russia. Gotta like that vodka. And that was submitted by Oh My God Facts on the Citizen Report. Or OMG. Now, to me, dolphins are superheroes. I love dolphins. Dolphins can't breathe automatically. Due to the limitation, dolphins sleep with their blowholes above the water surface. They also sleep with only 1/2 of their brain at a time, and take turns sleeping with different sides of their brains. Wow, isn't that fascinating? Half of the brain remains awake so that the dolphin remembers to breathe. As a result, dolphins cannot receive anesthetics, or else they'll stop breathing, and whatever medical procedure they're undergoing would go to waste. So the next time you're at SeaWorld watching a dolphin show, give that guy an extra loud applause because she is able to do all that awesome stuff while remembering to breathe, and you probably don't even remember where you parked your car. Yes, dolphins are truly amazing creatures. They've aided they aid fishermen. They're gentle creatures. Some people believe they're descendants from Atlantis or Lemurians, but that's cosmic stuff. Anyway, dolphins, they have some interesting sleeping techniques. This is ISP News bringing you the Citizen Report. ispnews.info. That was also brought to us by OMG Facts on the Citizen Report. Here are some superheroes, our senior citizens. Old people happy to be alive, growing older poll. A new USA Today poll shows that most people aged 60 and older are pretty upbeat about the past year of their lives and anticipate the next 5 to 10 years to be pretty good. According to the poll, 42% of respondents said that the past year has been normal, 18% say better than normal or a lot better than normal, and 5% said it was the best yet. So, if you We're worried about getting old. Obviously, we have lots of technology now to keep us younger. But it's good to know that our senior citizens have a positive outlook. They have lots to teach us. The same age group is also optimistic about the future over the next 5 to 10 years. 75% said they expect their lives to stay about the same. Get somewhat better or get much better. So that's very encouraging. Senior citizens, superheroes. This is ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. I'm Dream Girl. Okay, well, every superhero needs a cell phone to report as a citizen journalist. And as some of you may know, there's been a feud between Samsung and Apple regarding different technologies over the tablet and phones. And apparently they're still in court. Now this is over the Galaxy S. Should be more like the iPhone. It's the 132-page 2010 Samsung reports tells jurors. We saw yesterday in Samsung internal memo which was detailed in February 2010 executive meeting. During the meeting, Samsung's chief of mobile, J.K. Shin, made it clear to everyone that the iPhone is the new enemy, not Nokia, and that Samsung should adapt to the new requirements and create flagship devices that are more like the iPhone, a product very popular with carriers and customers. At the time, Galaxy S was not even announced yet. Samsung unveiled it weeks later at CTIA 2010, and Apple's flagship device was the iPhone 3GS, with the iPhone 4 launching in June of that year. While that piece of evidence, which Samsung fought hard to keep out of the court but was ultimately admitted into evidence, did not say specifically that the iPhone has to be copied, it clearly doesn't help Samsung's defense case against Apple's copyright infringement claims. If that was not enough, we now have another piece of evidence that Samsung wanted to keep out of court because it was also admitted into evidence. We're looking at a 2010 132-page document that compares in great detail iPhone features with Galaxy S similar functionalities. At the time, the Galaxy S was testing codename the S1. In her testimony yesterday, Dr. Sarah Kare was not able to read to the jury certain slides taken from the document, but she was able to describe them, as Apple's counsel tried to show that Samsung was clearly inspired by the iPhone when designing the Galaxy S and various other devices from the Galaxy S family. Well, Apple, they have got to realize that, people are eventually going to want to use some of the same technologies. They all steal from each other. I'm sure you've seen all these things. That's not very superhero-ish like to be stealing things, but Samsung has great products. I personally don't like the iPhone, so sorry about that. It's not very user-friendly to me. But anyway, this is the Android Authority talking about the Galaxy S supposedly stealing technology from Apple. Last I heard, Apple won a part of the case, Samsung won another part of the case. They both caught stealing technology from one another. So anyway, you decide whether you are Android or an iPhone. Me, I'm a Star Wars fan, so anything with a droid works for me. Anyway, this is Dream Girl with the Citizen Report, ISP News. really, everyone has the touch technology now. I don't know that it's really Apple's anymore. I mean, everyone has this touch technology, so I think they should just get over it, personally. And there's some other off-brands that are sort of interesting. Asus and Toshiba, and there's lots of tablets and phones out there that have very interesting features that aren't your big names, that are worth a look. So ask around, check things out, find out what features work for you. I am interested in learning more about the HTC which was caught up in customs some months ago over the similar situation of being in and out of court, and so all this technology is very guarded. But anyway, if you want to learn more about phones, the AndroidAuthority.com seems to be quite informative. So check it out, AndroidAuthority.com. If you have questions about smartphones and tablets, you can go there. This is Dream Girl, ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. As everybody knows, most superheroes are journalists by day, superheroes by night. So here is a actual newspaper. The New York Times is about to sell About.com. If you didn't know that the New York Times owned About.com, they're about to sell it for quite a lot of money. $270 million, according to people familiar with the transaction. And they're going to sell it to Answers.com. Wow. So About.com to be acquired by Answers.com. The deal has not closed yet, and it says here the Answers backers, PE firms, Summit partners, and TA associates are trying to line up financing. So they want to acquire this, but deal is still in the works. So until then, read ispnews.com. .info. See? You got to pay attention. It's .info. ispnews.info. Bringing you the Citizen Report. I'm Dream Girl. If you'd like to be a citizen journalist and submit information that you find needs to be told, submit it at ispnews.info. You can submit it via email, or you can contact us on the phone, and we will take a look at your information and put it in the appropriate place. ISP News, citizen journalism, and social media. I'm Dream Girl, bringing you the Citizen Report. Do you know of anybody who's done any heroic deeds Do you know superheroes in your neighborhood? Let us know about them. We'd love to give them credit for their superhero feats. This is Dream Girl bringing you the Citizen Report. This is the Superhero Hour. Let's do a random search. Let's just do a search on superheroes and find out what we find out, or heroes in general. Earlier we talked about Medal of Honor winners, which are war heroes, brave men and women giving their lives for their countries. Let's have a little fun. Let's look at superhero costumes. Maybe you'd like to have a superhero costume so you can be your own superhero. Official superhero costumes.com. So, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, pretty much almost any superhero you can imagine, even pet superheroes. Oh, see, now all you pet lovers out there can put your dog or cat in a superhero outfit. Now, how fun is that? Okay, here we have Batman costume for your dog, or Indiana Jones costume for your dog, Spider-Man. Oh, these are really cute. If you are at all a dog lover, you want to see these silly pictures. I guess it's too small. Cats are too small, but there's costumes here for dogs. Official superhero costumes.com. So yes, you too can be a superhero every hour, every minute of every day. Remember that. You can be a citizen journalist. How about create your own Super You? SuperU.com. Oh yeah, that's fun. Welcome to Super You Central, where dreams of being a superhero come to life. Join the Superhero You team as they guide you on a super exciting journey. I can't speak, folks. Sorry about that. Create a costume and then download it. So, superu.com. Huh, how fun. It's like little superhero avatars. Looks like it's mostly for children. But if you have children, it might be fun. This is Dream Girl with ISP News bringing you the Citizen Report, and this is the Superhero Hour. We're talking about superheroes, heroic deeds, noble activities. You should be a superhero every minute of every day. Don't look the other way. How about the Which Superhero Are You quiz? Well, that could be fun. The superheroquiz.com. Okay, let's take this together. Do you like to fly? Yes. Do you like to wear a cape? Yes. Are you very virtuous? Yes. Are you persistent do-gooder? Yes. Are you somewhat reserved and easygoing? Yes. Are you an intelligent geek? I don't know if I'm an intelligent geek. I'm intelligent enough. I'm not like one of those tech geeks. Do you like redheads? I don't know about that. That seems like a guy question to me. I have read a share sometimes. Are you accident prone? Unfortunately, yes, I am. Are you a hopeless romantic? Not really. Do you have a good sense of humor? Yes. Do you like high-tech gadgets? Most definitely. Did you have a bad childhood? Yes. Do you have a dark personality? No. Do you wear thongs? No. Do you have long hair? Not really. Are you very comfortable with your body? Most of the time. Do you value independence and privacy? Most definitely. Freedom and privacy are paramount. Do you ever wear a push-up bra? Sure, sometimes. Are you beautiful? Yes, I'm beautiful. Are you good at reading people? Sometimes. The night watchman's very good at reading people. He's always watching over you. Do you like to be in the limelight? Yes. Are you young at heart? Yes. Are you good at acrobatics? Not so much anymore. Pushing older age, acrobatics aren't as good as they used to be. But I used to do gymnastics and martial arts, so I'm fairly good at acrobatics. Are you a little naive? Not so much. Sometimes. It used to be. Not so much anymore. Are you easily angered? No. Do you have a hidden strength? Everyone has a hidden strength. It's just whether or not they've found it yet. And you should always be finding out what your strength is. Find out what your superhero strength is. You may not think you have a talent, but you do. Just because you don't play a musical instrument or can draw or do anything that's obviously talented, you have a talent and you need to find out what it is. And capitalize on it. Have you moved a lot? Oh yeah, I move a lot. I tried like 7 times in 9 months or something like that. That's insane. I guess you have to be a little bit of a flirt when you're a superhero. Are you extremely talented in only one area? No. Will you sometimes go too far to get your way? No. Are you interested in space travel? Yes. Do you have a strong willpower? Yes. Do you have one object that you highly value? Yes. Have you ever stolen anything? Oh, when I was a little kid. Do you get in many physical fights with girls? No. Do you like animals? Yes. Do you use people to get your way? No. Do you like bad boys or girls? Depends how bad they are and what that means. Are you much of a drinker? No. Not at all. You cannot have your superpowers in full power if you are inebriated. Do you like to build things? If I knew how to, yes. I love architecture. So, let's see. We're about to receive the results about what type of superhero. It says that I am Superman. I'm 90% Superman, 75% the Green Lantern, and 73% Spider-Man. And so that's interesting. Huh. This is fun. So take the superheroquiz.com and find out what superhero you are. This is Dream Girl, ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report, and this is the Superhero Hour. So says, you are mild-mannered, good, strong, and love to help others. So I guess I'm Superwoman. I like the Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman's always been my favorite. Says that I'm 90% Superman, 75% the Green Lantern, 73% Wonder Woman, 70% Spider-Man, 65% Robin, 63% Supergirl, 60% The Flash, 60% Batman, 45% the Hulk, 45% Iron Man, and 40% Catwoman. So that's quite an interesting combination. I have to get to the bottom of what all that means. But anyway, I'm going to share that, tweet that out. Let's see here. Out. Dream Girl. Type of Dream Girl. Dream Girl. Watching over your dreams. So, again, this is Dream Girl with ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. This is the Superhero Hour. Hope you're enjoying the show. So again, that was the official find out about which superhero you are. Which superhero quiz? No, it's called thesuperheroquiz.com. Check it out. You are listening to Dream Girl on ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. So let's find out more about superheroes. We talked about superhero costumes, even for your pets. And we're just talking about superhero activities and how you can be a superhero every minute and every day. Don't look the other way. Let's not go to superheroes because that's comics, and which is indeed very fun. Let's talk about some real heroes. Let's look at heroes in our world. What makes a hero, it says here. Let's find out what they think makes a hero at ask.com. We have heromaker.com. Find out more. We have mywebsuperhero.com. See, that was just like Super You, where you can turn yourself into a superhero avatar. So you can check that out, mywebsuperhero.com, if you're interested in making a superhero avatar of yourself. Anyway, let's see. We're trying to find out what makes a superhero at ask.com, but they're just kind of taking us on a wild goose chase, which some of these search engines do, as you all well may know. Here it says, heroes are people who possess extraordinary traits of altruism or selfless concern for the well-being of others, even at the expense of their own existence. Qualities associated with heroes are determination, loyalty, courage, dedication, intrepidity. Oh boy, we're gonna have to get the dictionary out. Valor, selflessness, conviction, gallantry, and the will to make sacrifices. So, that was a definition of heroes are people who possess extraordinary traits of altruism or selfless concern for the well-being of others, even at the expense of their own existence. You too can be a superhero every minute of every day. Don't look the other way. What makes someone a hero? Superhero. Well, or hero. A hero is someone who performs a selfless act to help someone else. Great examples of a hero can be firefighters, police officers, or the men and women in the military. Going out of your way to help another person in need makes you a hero. It could be simple things to be a hero. There could be life-giving things to be a hero. It can be simple or gigantic. So, again, you too can be a superhero every minute of every day. Don't look the other way. This is Dream Girl, with ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. And this is the Superhero Hour. Concept of heroism. Definition of heroism. What is the ancient concept of heroism? Read more. What is the ancient concept of heroism at Answers.com, which we learned earlier, New York Times is thinking about selling to About.com. So, or maybe it's the other way around, I forget now. I'll have to go back to my own. Okay, so we were going to find out what the ancient concept of heroism is. Well, they don't really tell us now. They just kind of send us on another wild goose chase. So you'll have to make up your own definition of what the concept of heroism is for you. This is Dream Girl with ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. Alright, let's check this out. This looks interesting. Again, another wild goose chase. They put stuff and then they send you off somewhere else. That is a little irritating to me. You know, if you're gonna put a link on there, it should go to that link and not to 5 million other links. That's false advertising, and that's not very heroic. The Philosophical Foundations of Heroism by Dr. Andrew Bernstein. Every rational person growing up had his favorite childhood heroes. Maybe it was John Wayne, character in a Western action movie, leading the cavalry over the hill in the last charge against vicious bandits or marauding Indians. Maybe it was swashbuckling swordsman who, ever loyal to his king, saves the queen from a nefarious plot, like Alexander Dumas's in Three Musketeers. Maybe as one grew older, one taste ran to more intellectual heroes, such as uncompromising young architect who stands by his own judgment against an entire society in a book stressing the virtue of independence. Or maybe one found one's heroes not in fiction, but in the great men and women of real life, such as George Washington leading his battered troops across the Delaware to surprise the British Army on Christmas Eve, or Thomas Jefferson writing the Declaration of Independence, risking life, fortune, and sacred honor to establish the fledgling republic on the principle of individual rights, or scientist, inventor like Thomas Edison or Marie Curie, or the Wright brothers devoting years of effort to discover new knowledge or create new products. So that was the first paragraph from the Philosophical Foundations of Heroism by Dr. Andrew Bernstein. I'm Dream Girl with ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report. This is the Superhero Hour, and we're talking about heroes and superheroes and heroism, and that you too can be a superhero every minute and every day. Don't look the other way. Whatever one's individual taste in heroes, one fact is abundantly clear: the great men and women whose achievements provide inspiration for millions come with an assortment of specific characteristics. Some are predominantly physicalistic heroes, some primarily intellectual, some are excellent examples of the principle of mind-body integration, some are grand-scale characters towering through a work of fiction, whether on the printed page, stage, or screen, while some perform their great and notable deeds in actual existence. More prosaically, some are male, some are female, some are white, some are black, some oriental, many are Americans, many are not, some lived in the 20th century, many lived in the past, hopefully many are yet to come. Again, that was an excerpt from the Philosophical Foundations of Heroism by Dr. Andrew Bernstein. I'm Dream Girl, bringing you the Citizen Report, and this is the Superhero Hour. You too can be a superhero of every minute of every day. Do not look the other way. What the first question must be is the distinguishing essence of heroism. What characteristics one must possess to qualify as a hero? What is it that unites Achilles, Cyrano, Isaac Newton, John Galt? What is the difference? What is it that differentiates them from both the folks next door and from Igo Ellsworth? In short, what is the rational meaning of the concept heroism? So that is for you to decide what makes a hero. You too can be a hero every minute and every day. Don't look the other way. This is Dream Girl with ISP News, bringing you the Citizen Report, and this has been the Superhero Hour, and we will have another Superhero Hour sometime soon. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Dream Girl out.